Hello BrewTubers, and welcome to the first video of 2021. Yes, I hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year's, quite unlike any most of us have ever had before. My dad and I, it was just us two for both Christmas and New Year's, but we made the most of it and we had a good time. Christmas Day, I was down the clubhouse. We put a turkey on the rotisserie, the spit roast, which our sister gave us, the turkey, and yes, we cooked that over an open fire outside. So yeah, delicious turkey. You know, had a lovely sort of smoky flavour to it, very moist as well, and yeah, pretty good. Had some turkey soup out of that as well, and yeah, did a chicken a couple of days later. Same thing on the rotisserie, the spit roast chicken. Very nice, very smoky, very tasty. To be honest, though, we could have had the chicken for Christmas, and you know, would have been fine. Turkey's quite overrated, really. I've always wanted to try goose. But never quite got round to ever buying one. Still, well, the plan was to have a 12th night celebration, but obviously, with being in tier 4 and all the COVID restrictions, you know, it's not wise or safe to meet anyone out the household, also against the law as well, but even so, it's not a good idea. So yeah, all meeting up of people and celebrations and everything like that have been cancelled. I say birthday at the end of the month, but I think again that will just be myself and my dad's really. Never mind. That's what life is at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, what's been going on in here? Obviously just been preparing for the week ahead, now that I'm here full time. So just been looking at my casks at the moment. So in the summer I added my cask colours to 2 of the casks, black, gold, blue. As you can see, they're not very tidy, all these bits here. I used gaffer tape instead of masking tape to mask off the areas I didn't want painted, and when I peeled it off it left a load of crap behind, so more for me. So yeah, I'll have to sort that out. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do about them actually, just clean the inside and have to send them out as they are. They don't look too bad, but yeah, I'll fill them up with some old London Porter and see how they go. I've also got a wooden cask in the clubhouse, made out of chestnut wood, I think. I've used it once a couple of years ago for my English IPA. Tasted very good out of the wooden cask, but we made the shive hole too big, so it kept blowing the shive out. So I think I had to get a ratchet strap just to keep this in the barrel. Not ideal. So I've brought some of these antique metal collars, shive collars, and the idea is you screw them into the wooden cask like that, and then you put the shive in them. I'm not going to use this particular one though because it's pretty knackered. I can push the shive in with my fingers and, you know, push it out, so it's got no real, you know, grip there. So I got about 6, I think. So I'll just test each one, see which one's the best one, and then screw that into the cask. Then I'll have a wooden barrel to use, which is good. The keystone at the bottom, I do believe I've got one of these for the keystone as well. Obviously that's a lot smaller. Do I have a keystone here? Yes, I do. Obviously that's the keystone. So yeah, I do have one of these metal collars in that size as well. So although the keystone was alright, the wooden barrel didn't leak out the keystone, just out of the shive, so it might not necessarily be necessary to do that. Anyway, that's me sort of getting the cask sorted out. As I said, I'm in no hurry because I won't be using it for a little while. So yeah, I'll just test all the ones I've got and just see which one fits best with the shives I use. I do have another one over there where I couldn't actually fit the shive in, so it's too small. I wonder if there's been like a metric imperial conversion or something like that. Anyway, I've got a couple, so I'll test them, see which one I like best and use that. I'm also having a little drinky poos, so just seeing what stock I've got. That is an excuse. Yeah, I found a crate of beers. One of them's a Pina Colada wheat beer, which must be about 3-4 years old now, so I might have to crack that open. But yes, this is actually the XXX Mild at 9.5% Imperial Victorian mild I made. Yes, it's pokey. It's very pokey. Got sort of a treacle, black treacle molasses, plum fruitcake flavour to it. Tastes like an old ale or barley wine, really. Quite dry tasting as well. Sweet and dry. Sweet and dry. How can it be sweet and dry at the same time? It makes no sense, but it is. Anyway, that's what it is. Yeah, so very sweet, fruity, but also has like a burntness to it. Very nice beer, actually. Shame can't sell it really, but never mind. Well, if I remade it, I could sell it, but you use such a big grist that there's a lot of hassle, and I had about a 3-hour boil or something ridiculous like that, 3-4 hour boil. I mean, the colour, if I just pour it into a clear glass, you can see that is the colour there. So it's fairly dark, really, pretty dark. That is just using 100% Maris Otter. So the boil process caramelised the sugars in what I believe is called a Maillard reaction or something like that, and has made it obviously that colour, which looks like a mild actually, doesn't it? Like a or a bitter. Yeah. So pour that back in the glass I was drinking from. So yes, that's interesting. So anyway. That's that. What next for Peter? Tomorrow I am going to put the old London Porter in casks, fill 2 up, fill 1 up and possibly keg the other to bottle. I think is the plan. I'm in the process of buying 3 50-litre kegs, which I hope to bottle from, as well as possibly send out. I've got to still decide that, but certainly to bottle from. So the plan will be, obviously, these are 25 litres each, so to fill one of them with 2 of these, which is standard for me, and bottle from the keg to hopefully get some more consistent results with my carbonation levels, as they've been a little bit all over the place with bottle conditioning. So anyway, I will be the old London Porter tomorrow. One half of it will go in the cask, the other half will go in a 19-litre keg, the one I've got at the moment, and I will carbonate that and then bottle from the keg. So yes, that's the plan for tomorrow. Then after that, also need to clean the fermenters, tidy up in the brew shed in general, and we've got to decide what to do with these 2 here, which is that Watford autumn red ale thing I made in, was it October, November? It's quite old now actually. It's still in the fermenter, which is a bit naughty, but I wasn't happy with the taste really. It's just not, it doesn't taste bad, there's nothing wrong with it, it just doesn't taste great either. It's not enjoyable, so I might dump it, I might put it in keg and serve it down a clubhouse, just for personal consumption. I don't know, I'll have a think about it. I don't think it's fit to sell though. It's not quite turned out. A, it wasn't red, I wanted to make a red ale, and B, it's just not quite right. I think it might be because I use fresh hops, as wasn't, I don't know, I'll make my mind up. So yes, that's pretty much what's been going on, and yes, I'll see how I am at the end of the week. Hopefully get everything I wanted done. Pardon me. Don't know if this is an update, but I replaced the pump for the brewing machine I've got. So the old one had a bearing issue, we reckon, and failed. So I got a new one. That's the end of that story. So yes, all going well. Lots of work to be getting on with. So I shall leave it there. And yes, it's getting on a bit now. So getting up to 5 o'clock. So I will be calling it a day in here, and then start tomorrow bright and early, fresh and breezy. Yes, why not? Yes. Right. Speak to you all again soon. Au revoir.